questions for Coach.
Buzz, in terms of Hadim C, is he planning to rejoin the program? And if so, when or if could he play for you guys?
I haven't seen or spoke to Dream since September the 7th. So I don't even know how to answer that. So September the 7th, that was our third day of workouts. And then September the 9th is when the contact period starts, and it gets, it's a hard month recruiting-wise. And I was on the road recruiting that following week, and the registrar called and said that he had withdrew from school. So I don't. You can't be on the team if you're not enrolled in school, and once you withdraw, I don't know what the compliance rules. That would be new for me. I don't know. So I haven't heard from him or seen him in over a month. So that would be the extent of that.
And then just in terms of the team as a whole, Seth Allen and Zach Leday were so valuable for you last year. Do you feel like you have enough players back and have enough confidence in the new guys that you can keep this thing rolling, despite all that those two seniors brought you last year?
So hard to quantify exactly what those guys gave us, particularly offensively. They bailed us out. They covered up some issues, both inside and outside. I miss them. Our team misses them. There will be guys on our team, I don't exactly know who it'll be, that will have to eat some of that prowess that those two kids gave us. I don't exactly know who that'll be yet. We'll have to be a lot better defensively than we've ever been. Last year, we didn't mind if it turned into a scoring contest. I don't know that we can score the ball as well as we did last year, but it's still early, so we'll see. But we'll for sure miss Seth and Zach.
Hold on 1 second. We asked you to raise your hands. We'll reach the microphones.
When you got hired, I don't need to, I'm okay, you can hear me. When you got hired, you talked about wanting 5 guys who can bring the ball up, push the tempo, all of that. Do you tweak that at all because of how good Justin is with the ball, or do you still want?
Well, we want, just in summary, we want as many guys that can pass, dribble, and shoot. And what you're referring to, Barber, is we call that person, he has a license. Justin Robinson, upon arrival, has a license because he's a point. So I think it's faster. You can play faster the more people on your team that have a license. So if you had a license and you got a defensive rebound, you could initiate offense. But if I was the 5 per se, I would have to outlet the ball to Justin Robinson, not necessarily somebody that had a license. So I don't think our roster is quite where I would want it to be, but I think it's going in that direction of multiple, versatile guys. But for sure, all of us trust 5 with the ball. 5's been hurt the last 3 weeks. Thanks for joining us, Norm.
Glad I could be here, Coach.
Man.
Can you start over?
Yep, we can. We're live streaming this. Please use your name in the microphone. It's like NCAA tournament rules. Berman asked about Dream. Dream withdrew from school a month ago, and Berman's asking if he could be on the team again. Don't know how that works when you're not a student athlete. And he said we're going to miss Seth and Zach, and I agree. And Barber is talking about multiple guys that can initiate offense, which we need more of.
Good recap.
Guys not named Norm.
Justin's been hurt?
Yeah, he's been hurt. I don't exactly know the HERPA law, but he hasn't worked in over 3 weeks. So, and he's still going to miss some more time. So that'll give these guys that have yet to earn a license an opportunity to get a license recklessly, would be my guess.
What's his development, Justin, been like in terms of, you played him early on, and he won you over, won your trust. What's the development been like?
I think he's been really good. That first recruiting class, Barber, was in the fall was Justin Robinson, Chris Clark, Kerry Blackshear, 3 freshmen. And then we signed 2 jukes in the spring. We signed Johnny Hamilton, who graduated this summer, who never really did anything for us. And then Ty Outlaw, who will apply for his 6th year of college, a year from now. So that's a pretty good group, and those 3 freshmen, Justin is the only one that from start to finish, up until this issue the last 3 weeks, he's been a part of every practice and every game. Obviously, Kerry had surgery, and then Chris has had 2 surgeries. So we have relied on 5 from the beginning. And he did earn that trust, and he did earn that opportunity to play. And part of it was he had to, right? There wasn't another choice.
Healthy and all?
Oh, yes, I think so. I think my leg is just a little bit weaker than my other one because, I had surgery, but I think I'm 100% healthy. I think everything's fine. I can do pretty much anything I want, no restrictions, so I'm feeling great.
How nice is it to come here when you came here and for it to be struggling and kind of piecemeal and stuff, and now to be talking about getting back to the NCAA tournament?
There's just a lot of credit to Coach Buzz and how we, came in, worked hard, got better each year, just taking one step at a time. So that's all credit to him.
You guys were seen last year and kind of coming in this year as a strong perimeter shooting team, and still are to an extent, but you lose a real big piece of that with Ty gone this year. Do you guys feel pressure or some responsibility to sort of pick up the slack there?
Yeah, for sure. Ty's a great player, great shooter. So, I think everybody just had to step up just a little bit, and with that, I think everything will be fine. We miss him. He's a great player. So, other guys like the freshmen and me, myself, Biz, Devin, Justin, everybody's looking to step up and, control, help that piece out. So.
Will you guys be less of a three-point shooting team?
I don't know. I don't know. Probably because he can shoot it so well.
Because you don't have Seth, you don't have him.
Yeah, so I'll probably say yes because we're missing a lot of the great three-point shooters, but we also bringing in some great three-point shooters with Nikhil, Beatty. We got Pig coming in, and PJ. So pretty good.
PJ's really only a real true big scholarship big guy. Can you really not be a perimeter shooting team? You kind of have to be.
Yeah, we kind of have to be. But, we got Nick also coming in and working really hard this summer. He improved a lot. So
I forgot he's a scholarship now.
So now he helped us out a lot in the paint, so that's pretty good.
Buzz said there's going to be a bigger focus on defense this year. How do you guys feel about that?
During boot camp and working out, we focused a lot on defense, just figuring out how to play it and what's in the gaps. We're probably going to change a lot this year because of how small we are, but the focus is going to be big on defense. This year we're going to have to probably win a lot of games defense more than last year. We tried to outscore a lot of teams, so that's pretty good.
How important is it for you to be on the floor, with you guys being so thin in the front court and being a little undersized this year?
Say it one time.
How important is it, at least in your mind, that you be on the floor for this team since you guys are a little undersized up front when it comes to rebounding and maybe defending the rim?
Yeah, in my mind, I know it's gonna. Not saying that I'm gonna be a big piece, but I know I'm gonna be needed. Definitely on defensive and rebounding, like you just said. We're small inside, but if we rebound and control the glass, I don't think there's a team that can beat us.
What are the things you have to replace the most with Seth and Zach?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just that leadership. Seth and Zach, they're both great leaders. They kept us going. We have a lot of starters coming back and seniors to step up, so we'll have new leaders and they'll do a great job.
Do you think that the play style might change any with those guys gone? Because obviously they had their own unique styles.
I wouldn't say the play style is going to change at all because it's still the same players here, same recruiting class he's brought in.
Yeah.
So I think it'll stay the same.
How much have you worked on that jump shot, and how comfortable do you feel with that shot? Obviously, I know you want to get to the rim, but how comfortable do you feel with that shot?
I'm feeling very comfortable, but I don't really want to say anything. I want to let my game speak for itself.
What do you think are some realistic expectations for this team, given that you guys lost 2 really important seniors?
Expectations? You mean for me?
Or for you and the team?
For me on the team, I'm hoping we go back to the tournament, have a great ACC run, because that's really the most important thing. But I feel like we have a really good team, even though we're small and confident shots. We're real fast and we shoot the piss at the ball.
About half the season last year. Med was saying that like he's been itching to try to get him to pick up games. You got to tell him to chill over there and all that. I mean, what are you talking about staying patient? I mean, it's got to be.
He's a super competitor, and like that's one of the aspects of like everybody on our team. Like some people show it more than others, but like everybody on our team are like super competitive. So like with Chris, like he's like real anxious to play, but like sometimes like I try to get him like calm down, but like he's like a super freak athlete who's super competitive, and like I love having him around, and we all love having him around. So we're looking forward to having him back completely this season.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
What was it like sitting out last year? I assume that's the first year you've ever had to sit out really playing basketball.
Yeah, it sucked. Like at times it sucked, but it was one of those things where you're like, how do I describe it? Like you're like thankful for it afterwards, because like I was able to mature a little bit, mature my body a little bit, mature my game a little bit, add some different aspects. I watched a lot of film because like I wasn't playing, so like I want to watch and see what we're doing well, see what we're doing bad, and like improve on those things, and then watch a lot of NBA games, try to emulate like a lot of like little things that those guys do. So yeah, it was good.
All right. Shoot and fill it up. I mean, what other skills do you feel like you bring to the table?
I feel like I defend the ball well. I play multiple positions. I've been told that I'm very versatile. I feel like I'm very versatile. I'm a great teammate. I like to pick my guys up. I like to be there for each other because at the end of the day, they're my brothers. So I feel like anything that needs to be done, I'll be happy to do. So I'm a blue-collar guy, whatever the team needs that day.
So you came in early. You had both summer sessions under your belt. What did that do for you? You know, you said you put on 10, 15 pounds. What did that do for you and that helped you learn?
It got me adjusted to a college lifestyle really fast. It was a faster pace in high school, obviously. You learn how to time manage and be more responsible. So that jump turns you from a boy to a man. So I definitely feel like that extra month really got me prepared and developed for what this season has to offer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
How much you guys are going to have to rely on PJ this year, being the fact that, you know, KJ is just coming back. Obviously, Ty won't be able to play at the 4 this year. How important is PJ going to be this year?
I think he'll be really important. He's going to shock a lot of people. He'll shock a lot of our staff and our players. And I just have a lot of confidence in him and all of our freshmen. So I think all of our freshmen are ready and they're here to accept the challenge.
I'm sorry if you already answered this, but what exactly have you been dealing with that's kept you out of boot camp?
I had a torn quad.
Okay.
Ended up getting like a PRP shot and all that stuff. So I think that sped up the process a lot. I'm back clear and just executive decision. It wasn't right to put me back into boot camp just for what could possibly happen. And I respect Buzz for that because he always protects his players before the idea of basketball.
So you're fully healthy, ready to go now?
Yes. I don't know how Buzz will handle it. Don't write this down. I'm ready, but I don't know how he'll handle it. He's very optimistic on keeping his players safe and healthy.
Justin, so Buzz always talks about how you have just a license to bring the ball up the court. Have you seen any of the younger guys coming in? Maybe they're going to have one of those licenses?
Thank you. Yes, Beatty will have a license for sure. Nikhil will have a license. And all of the other returning guys, as you know. It'll be interesting to see if he gives PJ, in my terms, a permit to bring it up to half court. But we'll see how that goes.
Does Tyree have a license?
Yeah, for sure. I have a nickname for everybody. I call him the resurrected Seth Allen. So that's just what I call him. So.
Who's the best shooter on this team? You can say yourself.
I've been working a lot on that, but I always go with Bibbs. If it was in my case, it's really hard. It's like a three-headed monster with Bibbs, Ty, and Med. But as you guys know, Ty's out, and I still have a lot of faith in Med. I think every time they shoot the ball, it's going to go in. So I would say Bibbs, but Med's right up there.
What are you guys going to miss the most with Seth and Zach being gone this year?
I think their experience was really high. They were older guys, but then I think it's just time for everyone else to step up. I mean, they had a lot of scoring, as you guys know, but with our system, it's everyone's night. Like, we were so well balanced last year that there's so many people that are ready to step up, and I mean, it hurts losing them, but it's also a learning experience regardless.
With KJ being back, does that give you guys a chance to be much better defensively, especially in the interior?
Absolutely. As you guys know, we always play undersized. We'll still be undersized. But KJ knows the game and knows what he's doing, so I think his size inside and just our mental aspects of what we want to do on defense this year will help a lot.
Other than Zach's scowl face, which obviously I'm sure you guys
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, they were leaders. I feel like they were just great leaders. I feel like they were off the court. They knew how to do things since they were older. They've been through a lot. And, yeah, we're going to miss them a lot, though, yeah.
How can you guys replace that, or can you?
I think we can, because we have a lot of experience, a lot of guys that played a lot, like, you know, myself, Devin, you know, Ved. I mean, we all played a lot of things. So hopefully that will come with the tech.
After looking back on last year and seeing the guys that you get, you know, this year, how can you guys be better defensive? What can you guys do that you maybe couldn't do as well last year?
I think now we got more. I think we're faster. They're faster guards now. We know what to do. We can even play full court trap. You know, you never know. We haven't went over that yet, but you know, I think it's possible.
What are some realistic expectations for this team in your eyes?
Realistic, I think going back to the tournament, but making more noise in the tournament, not just one game out. I think doing more. Yeah, that's really it. Really.
Did it get kind of maybe, I don't know if annoying is the right word, but last year you guys were just playing so undersized, you having to play big teams all the time. You were playing the 4 and the 5 regular. Did that ever get a little tiring?
Not really, because I kind of been doing it my freshman year, since my freshman year.
Exactly.
But I think that's just how we play, and I'm used to it. Other people think like, you know, it's disadvantage, but I think we use it as an advantage because we're fast. So I'm used to it.
Does being undersized kind of more play to Buzz's system? Does that make his system run better?
Yeah, I mean, you can look at us. We're all like 6'5", so he recruits 6'5" guys that can be everything. So yeah.
Some of the skill sets you think that you bring to this team?
I feel like I'm a lead guard. You know, I always pride myself on hard work, so I bring that here. I feel like. So I'm always pushing everybody to play, work hard, because when you work hard, this wins. I feel like so. Being a lead guard, being a leader, and that's what I feel like I bring to the team.
Watching Seth Allen and maybe talking to him in passing, have been able to pick up anything from him in his game?
He always telling me be aggressive. Be aggressive. Don't be scared of the moments. Have fun. Like that's another thing. He always tell me, have fun. You're young. So always have fun, but also play hard for Buzz. That's what he passes himself. He's always playing hard. So have fun, play hard, be aggressive. That's what he basically told me from day one.
Did you play the point exclusively, or did you kind of maybe play, you know, the 2 or the 3, and maybe in a pinch? Or?
No, I played the point.
Point.
Yeah, point guard.
Would you feel comfortable maybe having to slide over to the 2 or the 3 because you guys are so undersized?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me because my whole life since at Rivals, I always played with two point guards on the court at once. So
okay.
I'm used to the offense with having one point guard on the court. So it's no big deal to me. Whoever gets the rebound, just go and attack. So that's what we play.
What were some of the reasons you chose Tech and Buzz Williams?
I feel like Tex and Buzz, I think we gelled from like day one. So that's the big thing, because when I feel like when he told me his story and how he caught up from where he was before to now, it's just like the same thing as me. Like nobody knew about us, and then now we're at the big stage. So like hard work provided us. Yeah, I feel like.